Yeah.
How has this all been through like your own personal lens? Like, what has it felt like?
It has definitely been like this entire semester has been like a fever dream, like from start to finish, like since
Yeah.
the TikTok started blowing up. But like the last like week alone has like not even seen it's been like surreal to me. Like everything that's been happening, like obviously like the AIRRACK shout out was like huge. Like the videos getting me like a ton of
Insane.
like traffic to
Yeah.
my Instagram and like to my TikTok too. It's just like like I've had people like come up to me like recognize me like on the street that I'm like strangers, and that's like I feel like that's like celebrity type
Whoa.
stuff, and I don't feel like a
Whoa.
celebrity.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another Fire podcast over here today. We have a very, very special guest with us today, guys. His name is Vince Thompson. You might recognize him from AIRRACK's video, or if you're Vince Thompson's loyal follower, he makes some banger beats. This guy has been having a crazy week. He's been blowing up recently, and he has a crazy life story that we would just love to dive into
Wait,
because
before
this
that,
guy. Yeah, well, what do you mean?
I
Before
think
that?
the biggest question we need to ask is: has anyone ever told you you look like the guy from Stranger Things?
John Kerry.
No,
Joe
I've never heard
Curry?
that before.
Wait, really?
No,
Have
no
you
one's
not
ever
gotten
said
that
that.
before? Are you
No,
fucking kidding me, bro?
I can like see where you guys are getting that from, but no,
You're
I've never
like
heard that
this
one
close to
before.
pulling off that look. If you don't go as him
Bro,
for Halloween, I don't know what you're
yeah.
doing.
Bro,
The
straight
hair,
up,
the
man.
hair is a new addition as of like the last year. I've never had long hair, so that might be why.
Okay, yeah,
Quarantine
that adds to
is
it
that your
for
quarantine
sure.
look? Is that your quarantine look that you're just saying
Pretty
you don't want
much,
to keep?
yeah. I just stopped getting
Uh,
haircuts.
Same here, bro. I didn't have a beard. I could care less, and I grew a beard and look fucking hot. So now I'm never
There you
shaving
go.
this shit off. Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, we've got Vince Thompson over here. He's really big on TikTok. Apparently, TikTok is something that I'm familiar with. Salman just couldn't care less about it.
I
I've been
couldn't care less
raving.
about it.
Yeah, I've been raving about TikTok for like the longest time. But you have around 250,000, 300,000 followers on TikTok, right? Like
Yeah, it's
from
like
what I
I'm at
remember.
like 217. I haven't even posted that much recently. I need to get back into like
Yeah,
posting
yeah, yeah.
more, but
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Let's just piggyback off of that. You were on TikTok, and that's where you made your beats, and that's
Hmm.
where you made your content as well. Like I've seen your few videos as well. You've got this guy with the crow mask walking around.
Yeah.
You're making like all these beats and shit. So tell us the entire
Hmm.
context behind that.
So basically, there was this guy on TikTok that I followed. His name is Prod Beef. I think it stands for like producer beef or whatever. But he
Yeah,
basically just made these like stupid beats, like kind of similar to the style that I make. But that's where like the inspiration to make it came from. And I just sat down with my roommate one night and I was like, I could probably make one of these beats. Like I was just gonna do it for fun. And then after
yeah.
I made it, it like sounded like kind of good. We were like, what if we made like a whole like video for it and like put it on TikTok? I bet it could blow up.
Shit.
And so like we just grabbed a few of our other roommates and we were like, yo, like can you do this and you do this and make it look really weird? And we planned out this whole little skit and it blew up. And then
Mhm.
we made another one the next week. We're like, let's keep going. And that one blew up like way bigger. It got like 3.7 million views or something
Holy
like that.
shit, bro.
So
Bro,
we
those
started
numbers,
making them
man.
every week. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nuts.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
People
I
seem to really like them. I was just like,
I
I was
liked
doing it
them,
for
bro.
fun.
Bro, here's the thing. Your content transcends the boundaries of the tradition, like of countries. If I'm in Pakistan over here and I watch your TikToks and I resonate with them, you're doing a good job, bro. Because I can
Mhm.
understand where you're coming from and I understand your content and everything. He's in
Yeah.
Chicago,
I don't
and
get
if he
him.
understands them,
I'm too
no, no,
close.
no, no.
I should go
I'm
further
just
away
saying.
and watch him again.
Yeah, that might be it.
I'm just saying at the end of the day, if your content resonates with other people from across like different countries, then you're doing a good job, and that's what your content is doing.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
no worries, man. So, man, anything you want to talk about?
Hey, I want to get a bit more serious, just because like there's so much stuff that we want to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Mhm.
Vince, you mentioned that your father passed away. My
yeah.
condolences there. But you
My
also
Yeah.
condolences
spoke a
too.
lot about how much he loved music. He was in a band and how that
Hmm.
inspired you. And I just want to hear a bit about that because it's super cool to see you pursuing music in his honor and actually making it, you know?
Dude, that's fucking
Yeah.
commendable, bro. Bro, that's
Thank
fucking
you.
crazy to me.
Yeah, my dad was
Yeah.
he was just a rock star basically. He was in a band. He was the lead singer and guitarist in a band called the Danger Brothers, and they were like a locally like in Ohio. They were like a popular like rock cover band.
Yeah.
They played a lot of like classic like Beatles, Rolling Stones, that kind of stuff. And they're basically their entire like mantra was just about like throwing parties, like having a good time, like being like the live like entertainment. Like they
Mhm.
wanted to get people up and like dancing and having a good time. That was like their whole like theme of their band, and they played shows around Ohio like for more than 30 years. And so like his entire life was like dedicated to music. Like outside of his work, he would always be playing the guitar around the house. I remember that, and he just loved, like, that was his thing. And so we bonded a lot through that. Like I wanted to start learning guitar like February of last year, 2020. And he just gave me one of his guitars. He was like, here, you mess around with this. He like showed me some stuff, of course, too. But he was like, you can just keep this as long as you want. Just learn, watch your YouTube videos, whatever you do to learn. And I just took it and ran with it. And it helped us bond a lot. So it was pretty cool.
I saw another video of yours. You were playing a piano. You're very good, bro. It's not it's not like you make fucking beats on the computer and just press a button and press play. You don't just do that, bro.
Hey, you make that sound easy. Yeah. I doubt it is.
No, bro, it's fucking easy, bro. DJs just get on the stage. Just fucking usually plug in an iPod.
You're saying this
the low level one.
That's not how this works. I don't even know anything about DJing, and I know you're wrong, dude.
Yeah, I've played piano my whole life, but making beats or like transitioning to like making music, I've never like been into like making music until like the last year or so. I've always been around music. I've always liked music, but I never thought about like actually pursuing making music until like the last year or so. So I had to learn from scratch like how to like what to even like record on. I knew like literally nothing even close to like the music like producing realm. So I spent like hours and hours over like a period of several months just like watching YouTube videos, learning like everything I could about like mixing and mastering, like the technical side of it, like plugging this into that, like all like the different stuff, and just teaching myself like how to do that. And it was like a passion project for me. Like
yo, Vince, I want to ask you this because I feel like a lot of people just take it for granted. Like, dude, 20 years ago, none of you and I couldn't do this. You and I couldn't just hop onto the internet and just fucking learn something. We'd have to hit books. We'd have to find a mentor. Dude, things are so easy now. Like it just blows my mind that I can just go right now, literally right now, get a hop off this call, grab a fucking guitar, and then within like a week, I'd be semi-decent.
Yeah.
Off of the internet.
I think that's what's crazy about like TikTok too, in like particular. Like TikTok has only been like huge like the last 2-3 years, something like that. Yeah. And it's the only like social media that like you can blow up from 0 followers just like overnight. That's what's like so crazy about it. Like everything is becoming like more accessible, which is kind of cool, I think.
Like the gatekeepers are just diminishing away. But 20 years ago, you need some contacts. You need some people in the media industry to get you onto a TV interview, something relatively like this, but definitely in person and with a higher budget and all that, just to even get your name out there. And just to even get some promotion. But now, dude, literally, you're just hopping on a call with 2 people from 2 different time zones, and you're just here enjoying and having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, Salman, I think you should piggyback off to the next topic.
Dude, I actually think
his big week.
I want Vince to ask us a question before we jump into his big week, because that's
all
gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I have not been familiar with your podcast before you guys reached out to me. So I want to know what is your craziest like guest you've ever had, or like wildest like experience on the show?
Oh, I've got one that always comes to mind.
Who?
So Hamza Hayadin. This guy's one of our first guests. This was like,
oh my God,
I think a week or 2 into us filming. So I didn't think this was going to go anywhere, but it was fun. And this guy jumps onto our podcast. So I'll get him on. And he tells us a story about how he went to, was it China?
No, some Asian country.
Some Asian country. He just decided he didn't want to do accounting or whatever he was doing. He doesn't know how to cook for shit. Like, he's a decent cook, but like just like cooks for himself. He gets on a plane to like an Asian country with, I think, Asia's number one like
restaurant.
Top
Asia's
like I think it was the number
restaurant.
one restaurant in Asia at the time. He walks in. He convinces them to give him a job there. So he mentors at like this giant restaurant. He stops by London on the way back, and just by chance, he tells us the story of how he managed to get a job working at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Oh my gosh!
So, man, that guy, that was
crazy.
a trip. Yeah, it sure was. I think
Vince, this shows the power of just showing up and just asking for what you want. Literally, like just the power of just like just hitting anybody up, just walking into the establishment and just having that attitude of, dude, I want to learn. I want to do something big. I'm here to just like learn everything off of you, and and more, and it goes well more often than not. Like, dude, if we hadn't asked you to come on, you would have just like gone living by just like living your days and all
Yeah.
that. We
No.
would have never crossed paths, but it's all about the
Mhm.
ask.
And
Yeah.
I think that's a good time to get into the story
Big
about your
week.
big week, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
if you weren't asked,
Holy shit, Vince.
I mean, you got
Holy shit.
you got some luck behind you, you got some skill behind you.
Yeah.
How has this all been through like your own personal lens? Like, what has it felt like?
It has definitely been like this entire semester has been like a fever dream, like from start to finish, like since
Yeah.
the TikTok started blowing up. But like the last like week alone has like not even seen, it's been like surreal to me. Like everything that's been happening, like obviously like the AIRRACK shout out was like huge. Like the videos getting me like a ton of like traffic
Yeah.
to my Instagram and like to my TikTok too. It's just like like I've had people like come up to me, like recognize me like on the street that I'm like strangers, and that's like I feel like that's like celebrity
Whoa.
type stuff, and I don't feel like a
Whoa.
celebrity. So like when people come up to me
Whoa.
and they're like, "Are you like the guy from the AIRRACK video, or are you the guy from TikTok that makes a beast?"
Oh my god.
Like it does, like it weirds me out because like I don't feel like I deserve like recognition or whatever like that. So
No,
it's like
bro, you do.
it's a very cool but like very weird feeling to be like experiencing this all in
Definitely.
like the span of a few weeks.
I mean,
Holy
hey,
shit.
you're getting recognition for your skills, so you know you 100% deserve it. So own that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
two,
man.
I want to know, like, you know, your whole life, high school, college, have you been like, are you like the cool popular kid? Are you extroverted, introverted?
Yeah. What
do
kind
you
of
like
people
being
you
in a
like in high
close
school?
circle?
Definitely extroverted, but like I don't know. I wasn't really like the popular kid in high school. Definitely not. Like I was on the football team. Like I played hockey for like a year. And I like everyone like knew who I was, but I was never like, you know, like the big shot. I was never like, you know, the D1 recruit going to like some big school or something like that. Like I didn't have
Yeah.
anything like notable really to like
All right.
say about myself, I guess. So
Okay.
like I was like I had like a good friend. I always had like my core friend group that like I stuck with. So I was like happy throughout high school and stuff and like the beginning of college. But I've
Yeah.
always just been kind of like just chilling, like doing my own thing pretty
Just
much.
chilling.
It's
Just
pretty
going
chilling.
about life.
Some,
Yeah,
uh,
man. Yeah.
some
Yeah.
nice
Dude,
insight
okay.
into the man behind the
Into the man behind the video. Into
behind
the
the
man
profile, you know,
Yeah.
behind the
Mhm.
persona.
All right, Vince. One thing I want to ask you, man, dude. What's that story with Jazz or Taz? I'm confusing her name. What's her fucking name first? What's the story behind that? And is there something going on? Are you fucking pursuing it? Do you not give a shit? Is it just like something that was just like a weekend thing? What's going on, man?
So that just kind of like happened. Like that wasn't planned before the video or anything. And then
Yeah, for
literally like when we went to the so the first night that I was there with them, we went to like this house in Miami. And then we left from that house with like a big group to go to this club. That was like the club in the video where I met her.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I was in the club. I was like just literally like standing there on my phone. Like we were kind of having like a break or whatever. I was just kind of standing
Yeah.
there on my phone, just like hanging out. And she walked up to me and she was like, "What are you guys
Okay.
doing? Like you guys aren't dancing." Like she walked up, she was just like, "Come on guys, like
Oh, shit.
let's get
Okay.
crazy or whatever."
Yeah.
And so like we just started talking from then. We talked for like 10, 15 minutes. And then like they started like filming it, like us talking, and they like made it into like this like love story or whatever.
Yeah.
So that wasn't originally what it was gonna be, but then they were kind of like, you know, like go for this, like make this like happen, like it would be good for the video and like, you know, bring more people into our group or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she actually, like her friend group that she was there with somehow knew the guy that owned the house that we had just been to, like already. Like there were connections already within the group somehow that I
wow.
wasn't aware of.
Okay.
So they were gonna be there probably like regardless the next night or something like that. It all ended up just kind of being this big like meshed thing, and they were just like, let's just roll with it. Like you gotta like hype up this love story, make it like
Oh my god.
make it
oh my
really
God.
cheesy. Or
So now
whatever.
what is it, man? Are you guys like friends or like?
I mean,
do you, or
Yeah,
is it-
we're
is it
friends.
You're
I have
friends?
like
I'm guessing-
we've talked a little bit about like we might go on Instagram live together because like the
Oh
people
shit!
that
oh,
came from
shit.
AIRRACK,
dude.
like, would
dude,
expect that.
I am fucking tuning into that, bro. There's no way in hell I'm missing that.
We might be doing that soon in the next year.
Yes.
I'm not sure. It's not like set in stone, but I think it'd be
Alright,
a funny
alright,
idea
alright.
to do that.
it's a pretty good idea.
That's
but
cool. That's good to hear. It's always nice to like build a network in different parts
Yeah.
of like the country and the world. Like, if I come to Ohio, I will most definitely hit you up.
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely do.
yeah, we'll see that.
Definitely do.
But
okay, Vince. I'm a performer myself. Like I'm a show person. Like I just like putting on a show and everything. So I want to ask you this question from like a show, from like a performer, from like a performance point of view, because you're a performer yourself. You're a DJ, right? How did it feel like performing in front of thousands of people and just ripping the biggest farts on the internet just like all across the fucking halls. Like
It
like
was
this.
definitely
Give me
yeah.
give me what you were feeling. I want that adrenaline to be like, just pumped.
So the thing was, like leading up to like the when I met AIRRACK and like his crew and everything, like
Yeah.
the week leading up to that where they were like coordinating the whole plan and like I was seeing if I could even like do it.
Yeah.
I like had never DJ'd before in my life. Like I've never like I wasn't even familiar with like how like DJing worked.
Okay.
So like for like 2 nights leading up to like that video, I sat on my laptop and like watched tutorials and like I downloaded all like the software and stuff and I just like I put like the tracks in and I made like a little mini set and I just like practiced it like over and over and over again because I didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
So like definitely there was some nerves there, definitely just from like lack of experience doing that.
Yeah.
Because like but yeah, like once I got to the club, like I could see like how like crazy it was. Like there were so many people there, which I didn't expect it to really be that big.
Yeah.
And then like the response was really cool. Like it was just like everyone was having a good time. Like everyone there was probably drinking, just doing their own thing.
Dude.
So
The thing,
it was good.
The thing with drunk people is that just have some sort of music on and they'll just start vibing to it, like just straight up. So I'm pretty sure that thought alone would have like calmed your nerves a little bit. Like people will vibe.
The one meme beat so the one beat they had in the video was the last beat I played. Actually, they kind of dubbed that over like the club like video, whatever, like the people going dancing or whatever. I played like a whole like brief like 15-minute set that was like some like regular stuff. Like I was just me basically being a DJ. Yeah. And then I played like a few of my like beats that I like mixed into it, but they weren't like heavy like meme like fart sound like stupid stuff. The very last beat I played was like the heavy like just stupid like ridiculous sounding beat.
The biggest wettest fart.
It threw everyone off, but it was funny for us, so I don't think we really cared that much.
Hey, that's all. If you didn't do it, what would the point have been, right? You'd just be another almost DJ at that point.
I had to do something notable.
No, that's awesome.
Shit. Vince, there's a saying. Luck is when opportunity and preparation meet. Right? Mm-hmm. People will consider you lucky, right? Right now they'd be like, you got an AIRRACK shout out, know, like you're so lucky, you have a lot of followers. But the point comes where what you do with this exposure and what you do with this opportunity. The opportunity that you've got, very few people get. Let's just put that out there.
Oh yeah.
Very few people get that. Very few people get a chance to change their life overnight like that. All right. But what most people would do in this situation who are not prepared, they would just let this chance fleet by, and the few Instagram followers that they have, they'll just become dead followers over time, and they won't do anything with it. Mm-hmm. Do you have a plan? Do you have a strategy with what you want to do next, what you're going to be producing?
Yeah, I definitely felt that pressure. Like I recognized like I couldn't just like take these followers and just be like, oh, I have, like 19,000 followers or whatever on Instagram. 20. Like I have to build it. Like I had to like make content for these people now. I want to like produce stuff that they're going to like enjoy and spread more and more and more. So I've definitely, it's been hard with like finals week. I haven't been able to do much this week. But now that I'm back home, like I have all the free time in the world now. I'm just going to be sitting down, cranking out music probably for like the next several weeks and months, like all over the summer. I'm going to be making more beats. I'm going to try to come up with like some good like video like content ideas. Mm-hmm. But definitely in terms of like just music creation, I'm going to be like cranking a lot more stuff out.
How about this? If I was in your position, I would ask Eric to ask him to connect with one of his friends and then maybe make a collaboration video with that friend, and then ask that friend for another referral, and then collaborate with that person, and then build your network and
basically
and just
what we're doing, but with music.
Basically what the fuck we're doing. Basically the shit that we're doing, just do that with one of your videos, and I feel like having a lot of high profile and high net worth people onto your fucking videos. Cool. Especially the unique concept that you have, bro. It's interesting. I love it, and I really fuck with it. It's unique. So yeah, dude, good luck. Keep up with it, man. Keep up with it.
I definitely will. Yeah.
Yeah. What I want to know, are you majoring in something like music related? What are you studying? Or are you just like engineering, business? Like you're definitely not doing med school because you wouldn't have had the time for like pre-med. No way you'd have time for this.
I am in business. I'm in finance right now. I switched from accounting last semester to finance, and I'm probably switching again to something else because I don't really like finance at all. Yeah. But like honestly, like the whole like business degree, like I've realized if I could like have a degree in music, I would like give that up so fast. Like, why? Because like getting my like I know getting my degree is important, and that's like my like primary plan. But like since this stuff is like starting to take off, like it's becoming more and more of like a it's becoming more and more realistic that I could potentially like take music far.
Yeah.
And not have to rely on like my degree to get like I don't want like a regular 9-to-5 job. I cannot like do that for 4 years.
Bro, same here, bro.
So I'm really hoping that this music works. I am getting a music minor. I have a music minor that I'm working towards.
Right,
It's like a small like 15 credit hour thing.
When do you graduate? When do you graduate?
I'm I just ended sophomore year last night, so I'm going into junior year.
Okay, so you've got 2 more years. Okay. Mm-hmm. Vince, I have a question to ask you. Will you drop out if, let's say, you become a fairly big DJ, like you're known all over fucking Ohio at least?
If I can get to the point where I could support myself like solely off of what I'm doing, then I would definitely consider it. Yeah. But that's not my plan now, though.
Right now, it's not your plan. Just go with it. Just see where it goes.
I'm rolling with it. I'm seeing how big I can. I'm seeing how big I can make the snowball grow.
Smart move.
Then we'll see where it stands.
Yeah, just don't let the momentum die, bro, because that'll be detrimental. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Just like keep it up. I hope you fucking keep at it. But yeah, guys, we've hit our 20-minute mark. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we're done, Salman.
Yeah, this has been oddly inspiring. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's been great. It's been heartwarming. If anyone actually stuck around to this point, please subscribe and maybe hit the like button. Yeah. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
We're done.
Everyone.
Peace.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Goodbye.